Hey guys, Warriors Creed Blitz here today. I'm just going to be doing a quick review on which is better, the x32s or the x12s. Now, I know, one's wireless, one wired. Those are some of the more obvious differences, and basically what I'm going to be doing today is which is better. I'm probably not going to be going over a lot of the technical specifications of each one, but I am going to just say, basically, which one should you pick for your situation, because I've used them both for a while now, and the reason why I have two pairs of headsets that are quite similar is because, well, I game quite a bit, and no, I didn't get the surround sound ones because that's just a lot of money. Obviously, that's one pair, and now I have two, and I probably could have gotten that instead. But anyway, I'm just gonna do a review on today of which is better for your situation. Now, the x32s. They're a wireless version of basically the x12s. I think they have 50mm speakers inside instead of 40mm compared to the x12s. But I've noticed almost no sound differences at all. Controls for this is on the back of the headphones. There's different modes. That's down to the I guess you could say major differences in them too. There's the tone and the effects and stuff like that. The x32s, they're wireless, but to chat is still wired. I guess you can get the XP500s or which are very expensive. They're high budget headphones. I've always used Turtle Beaches. I haven't ever really gone to the Tridents. Not because I don't like them, but because I just haven't. Now, if you game with HDMI, you're gonna have to. Or you could just take your AV cables and break the little tab off the bottom or crack them open. But if you don't want to crack anything open or accidentally break something, you could just buy the little piece here. It's not very expensive. Mine came with an HDMI cable, which I don't use because I've got a little better one. It's pretty cheap. It's got optical audio on it too. Just your two little red things there, and your two little red and white piggyback cables. Just plug in there. You don't need to buy any other cables so those can still piggyback because they still have the little connectors in the end and you can still plug them in. So you just need that, and that's all you'll need if you want to run on obviously your HDMI cable and all that stuff. But anyway, I'm not going to go into a setup video here. So basically this is where the controls are on this. I've got my mic cord still in there for some reason. I don't know why, but that's where the mic does plug in, and then it plugs into the back of your controller. For quality wise and versatility, I guess you could say these ones you can use with your computer, and you don't have to you don't need any adapters at all. Let me see if I can find the cord. The cord is actually pretty decently long with these things. I like it. It's the reason why I got these is because I game a lot, and these use AAA batteries, and man, I was just cranking through those things. So now, if you're gonna get these, get rechargeable AAA batteries. That's a big mistake if you don't. It's just, well, I guess if you've got a lot of money and you feel like not having or whatever. But anyway, these, you've got your audio, and then you've got your your mic. The mic quality, I think, is pretty good. It's just charged off this little USB here, which is, I haven't really got anything to complain about. I did a few tests with it. Any mic usage you hear me use on my computer is used by that, except my first couple videos I used a pretty old microphone, but it's pretty nice. I mean, I like it. These are Xbox only, so I do play Xbox. These are only for that though. You can't hook them up to your computer because the only mic out on it is the Xbox controller slot there, and I don't know of any adapters for Xbox mic to computers or anything like that. So anyway, these just they come with this extra cable. So the cable that is on here now, which comes out of this bottom, just goes to your Xbox, and you plug the green one to this, and then you hook these up to your either piggyback them with your AV or plug them into that extra piece over there, or however you did it with it. This cord does not get in the way of my playing. It has a couple times when I had my computer on my lap when I was trying to play at the same time, so that was kind of more of my fault than it was the actual headsets, and it worked great. I haven't had any issues with it. There's no like static or anything like that. With these, I did have a little bit of buzzing. Unless I tilted my head a certain way, then the buzzing went away. I don't know if there's any way to fix that or not, but I did have some buzzing with this that it got kind of annoying, and you know, I don't know, but I do like the controls being on the back of the headset. It's the only thing I really miss with the X12s. It's I don't know, it's kind of just nice to have them right there instead of having to reach down for this thing. I do bump this thing all the time, and it like brings my volumes up and down. So I can I'll be like, dude, where are you? I can't hear you, and I'll just have bump my chat all the way down. But you know, I mean, if you're kind of, I guess, if you kind of purposefully move this out of your way, then it'll be fine. But anyway, this right here is the piece. I've got all these cords and plugged into everything. It's I got a little dirt on the front of it because I haven't used it in a while. But this is a little piece that it comes with, and use this. It's nice actually. I do still use this because you can hook a audio cable into the back, just like any normal audio jack, into the back of these things, and you can use. Sorry, I'm a little sick, you guys. But you can use, like, I hook my iPod up and I can walk around my room with it, and the sound is pretty nice. I just use kind of the standard settings to listen to music and stuff like that, but they're pretty nice. This just plugs in with USB to power, so obviously that would really suck if this one required batteries. It doesn't. I don't lose signal in the middle of playing. The only thing is it cranks the batteries pretty fast, but it'll use them all the way until they're completely dead. So there's no more juice left when you're done. The cord to this is moderately long. Got quite a few cords here. It reaches quite a distance. I think you could probably just put it in a cabinet, and it would, you wouldn't have to have it sticking out. I would recommend that it does, though, because you can get a better signal. I don't have any latency with it, really. I mean, obviously it's wireless, so there'll be some, but not too much noticeable. There is none with these because it is wired. And yeah, comfortability, this does have a little more thickness to it, but overall I've worn them both for periods of 6 to 10 hours straight, and they're very comfortable. There's nothing wrong with the comfortability of them. I like them a lot. The mic does not come off, to my knowledge. I've never really tried to take it off. I don't think it does come off, and I'm not gonna break it off. On the older ones it did come off, and yeah, it's not, whenever I'm not using it I just flip it up like that, and it's not in my way, so that doesn't really matter. These things can get pretty big. They fit just about any size head. They widen out. They're pretty stretchy. They don't hurt your ears or anything. They can get pretty loud, and the sound quality is actually pretty nice. I like them. I think that they're pretty nice. Turn my light off there. Didn't mean to turn that on. And yeah, so overall, what would you need them for? What would be best for you if you're not too far away from your TV? Say you have I don't know how far away you'd possibly be, but the cord is pretty long on these. You can get actually, I have the box right here. Specifications. So here's the box if you want to look at it. It's pretty nice. Everything's taken out of it except a couple things in here. I don't actually have the specifications, but anyway, you could get them off their website. The cord. I actually just left this wrapped together because I'm not that far away from my TV, and this just saves, cords being all over the place here. With the X32s, you've got your chat controls, on, off, mute, with your microphone that connects to your controller. It's pretty nice. I did have some problems with their mics. It started slipping out, almost like it got too loose. Not with the X12s because I just recently got them. Not recently, but a while ago got them. And I haven't had any problems with that yet, but I did have some problems with it kind of wearing down a little bit. It wasn't my controller. I know that for a fact because I've used the X12 and the mic stays in and everything works fine. But it was I guess it was shaking around or turning itself at a slight angle or something. I don't know, or something in here is broken. But it would kind of sometimes, and my mic would turn off basically. But yeah, so basically my point is if you really have to have wireless, I guess you get these or one up or so on from this to get surround sound or whatever. You can use optical audio on this. It's got line in and auxiliary in, or aux, sorry. You can get the DSS2, or yeah, pretty sure that's what it's called, and use that. You can also do that for the X12s, but this can use optical, and so can this if you get the surround sound piece for it. I haven't found it to be able to need it to. It's like, I think it's like $100. I may have gone down from last time I checked. That was how much it was last time I checked. So you basically will end up paying the same price, but you'll still have wired. These are $100. These are like 60, 70 bucks. You know, what's worth it to you? Do you really have to have wireless? You know, looks wise, they're not really. I mean, they're green and black. I actually like that color. If that's, you know, your color scheme. These have the line around the muffs. You know, they turn on, they make a sound, and it blinks the whole time. So it's just kind of, it's not really an advantage, I would say. It's just kind of there just to let you know it's on. The cool thing about these for battery saving though is after 15 minutes of no sound at all, they shut themselves off. So like if you leave them on and you go somewhere, you're like, oh crap, I left them on. They'll shut themselves off, which is pretty nice. These, when you shut your Xbox off, it turns them off because of the USB. So, and obviously you don't have to worry about batteries because they're wired, which is pretty nice. I like that. That is why I use them more than I use my X32s. I don't really use this anymore. Kind of let my dad use them because he doesn't play as much as me. So, you know, these got a lot of use when I had them, and I like them. But that's that. Yep. So basically, do you have to have wireless? And if not, then I would go with the X12s because they're cheaper and you don't have to have batteries. Thanks for watching, guys.